Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I'd like to discuss or dive into subtle indications or indicators that the stress that you're dealing with is no longer in an acute phase where the body is designed to deal with it mentally, spiritually, physically, adjust, adapt, and move forward. And it's now in a chronic phase where it's not or no longer good for you. And it allows for you to present with many or various types of disorders. And this is why we have Acupuncture is My Life TV streaming on Roku TV, or you can even access it from the internet at acupuncturesmylife.tv. Because we speak of, and when I say we, I'm talking of a panel of holistic practitioners, from psychotherapists to nutritionists, wellness coaches, iridologists, acupuncturists, and more, much more. We discuss proactive ways or ways in which, outside of seeing a therapist, you can sort of counter chronic stress, deal with it on your own as well. Okay? Because there are many individuals who are faced with chronic stress and they really don't know what to do with it. And this is a global issue. Because with everything that's going on today, many of us are we're stressed out and we don't have an outlet. We don't know what to do. So this is a global issue that's doing nothing but getting worse. And that's why, again, we have acupuncturesmylife.tv, as well as many individuals download the Acupuncture is My Life app. Because on that television channel, we discuss how mental and emotional disorders becoming chronic can serve as a major cause for many types of health conditions, such as diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, and more. So if you want to learn more, just go to acupuncturesmylife.tv. Check out the channel if you find yourself faced with stress and it's just really ripping you apart. Because there are many signs or indicators that you should keep your eyes open for. All right? And why do I say this just as I say acute stress? You see, dealing with acute stress, where stress comes on and we get past it, that can actually serve as a motivator in pursuing your goals. And stress can be something common that we face every day, but it's different forms of stress in the form of challenge. Because you face stress, let's say if you're weightlifting, you're exercising, and you want to set a new PR. There's that added amount of stress that you have to exert or face or deal with to set this new PR. So we deal with stress every day, but it's how, in what form. And is it different? Whereas it's acute, we get over it and we're motivated to push forward. Because chronic stress can hold us back. And you'll begin to notice that when things that you do tend to become overwhelming and prolonged, or feel as if it's just, when is this going to be over with? And when it gets to that stage, now dealing with stress does become negative, and it has a negative impact on your overall physical health, mental health, spiritual health. And again, this is why so many individuals watch Acupuncture's My Life TV, because we discuss ways at home, in your office, in your car, on an airplane, you can look to calm yourself based on noticing certain red flags. And what are these red flags? Like, how often are you feeling tired? Are you feeling tired more frequently? And you're saying, wow, what the heck is going on? I'm always tired. I just can't wait till the day is over. You should not be feeling that way. You're to live life to its fullest. And that's like every day. And this is why I say, along with seeing a physician on an annual basis, seeing acupuncturists for regular wellness visits, that'll change your life, especially when it comes to stress. Because we'll work with you to figure out what's causing this stress. And then we'll go over the many ways in which an acupuncturist can address it. And it doesn't always have to be with the needles. But we'll go over the many ways in which we can address it. And just regular wellness visits, all of a sudden, a lot of your worries, your aches and pains and so forth and so on, a lot of them have disappeared. Now you have more mental space to focus on other things and enjoy life more. Again, this is why I say see an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. That time out of your day during that week or every other week or once a month or every season will have a huge impact in a positive sense on your life. But more red flags to know when you're stressed out is, are you feeling like constant chest pain or stomach aches? Do you notice yourself neglecting certain responsibilities or procrastinating on finishing projects, personal projects, goals, objectives? Are you finding yourself feeling irritable a lot, like really moody, and you're consumed with negative thoughts? These can be indicators of being overstressed. Do you look to avoid family and friends? You have sleeping problems? Acupuncture is great for that. But just see an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. Are you sleeping too long? Are you struggling to remember things or focus or concentrate? These are signs of being stressed. Do you find yourself, let's say, turning to alcohol or recreational drugs? You should definitely see an acupuncturist. We have special protocols to treat addiction, along with treating your stress, mental and emotional disorders. Do you ever notice yourself, let's say, experiencing physical symptoms that are like, where did this come from? Again, these are signs that you may be overstressed. You see, as a licensed board certified doctor of acupuncture, I fully understand health as well. I understand that the wealth is not in an app on your phone or in an investment account or in a bank or in a safe. The wealth is not in your purse or your pocket. The wealth is not under your mattress, nor is it under the doghouse in the backyard. And it's not a shoebox in your closet. The wealth is in you. If you're feeling stressed on a regular basis, like consistent over one or two things, I'm not talking about the average daily stress of meeting objectives, goals and objectives, accomplishments. But if you find yourself feeling stressed a lot, see an acupuncturist. immediately. Do not hesitate. And most acupuncturists have a network of other specialists they deal with. I mean, I know even here at the Acupuncture is My Life clinic in New York City, we have psychologists, psychotherapists in our network that you can discreetly see to discuss what's going on in your life, because many individuals feel turning to a psychologist or psychiatrist or psychotherapist is like, that's not cool. That's not them. Which is not good. So many will turn to an acupuncturist first. And in some instances, that's all they needed. Because they were out of balance physically with certain conditions they're faced with. Whereas mental and emotional disorder was not a precursor. But in acupuncturist, it's all about that balance between yin and yang. Because once you're in balance, the body can self-regulate. And dealing with stress is not of great concern. But if you notice that stress is impacting not only your mental health or well-being, but also your physical and spiritual, seeing that's a clear indicator. It's time you see an acupuncturist. It's a clear indicator. Just take a step back. Take a deep breath. This is why I say download the Acupuncture is My Life app, because if you have any questions or concerns, even when it comes to dealing with stress, you can message us. And we'll let you know if and when it's time to come see an acupuncturist. There's so much we'll go over with you. We may even recommend ways in which you can attempt to lower your stress levels on your own. And if it doesn't work, then get in to see an acupuncturist. We may discuss with you things like engaging in physical exercise. Just going for a simple walk can clear your head. Your diet. In an Eastern nutrition consultation, do you need to make some adjustments to your diet? That comes with seeing an acupuncturist. Because if you eat better, you feel better. And you have what it takes to get you through stressful events. We'll inquire, are you getting enough quality sleep? Super important. How are you connecting with family? How are you connecting with friends? What are some of the hobbies that are in your life? Consider hobbies. And if none of these work, all right, it's time we make an appointment. But you should make an appointment anyway. But an acupuncturist will recommend certain steps to minimize stress in your life. Because in some cases, it can have a big impact on your overall mental health and well-being. But the key is being aware of the signs that are saying you're overstressed, and it's time to get in to see an acupuncturist. You know what? If you're operating a vehicle right now, do me a favor and pull it over to the side of the road. If you're crossing the street, hurry up and safely get across the street. And if you're carrying or lifting something heavy, take a moment. Just rest it down. Why? Because I need you to close your eyes right now. And I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. And brand new you are. But if you want to learn more as to how acupuncture, or how you can benefit from acupuncture if you're overstressed, go to acupuncturesmylife.tv. Or if you have Roku TV, just search out Acupuncture's My Life and watch the mental and emotional disorders section. So much. You would learn we discuss anger, stress, various sleep disorders, guilt, shame, sorrow, grief, sadness, and much, 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 much more. Depression, and much more. And then we have a yoga section for mental and emotional disorders. Many individuals aren't aware that yoga can help a lot when you're faced with some sort of mental and emotional disorder. Understand something. Acupuncture is my life. We're here for you. This is why we have an app that's free. This is why we have a TV channel that's free. It's for your own benefit. Because on the app, you can access all of our social media platforms where we put so much information out there. Tens of thousands of individuals. And they're learning every day. They're messaging us with questions on the app and so forth and so on. But understand that there's so many ways in which you can benefit from acupuncture. Just by simply making acupuncture a part of your life. That's all. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?